So I'm just talking to you about your experience with COVID-19. You mentioned that you contracted that in the workplace where you had COVID patients, inmates, I guess, and is that how you contracted it?
Yes, that's how I contracted.
And that was in November or December?
I tested positive. I got tested by my employer on November 30th and received my test results approximately 3 days afterwards, which I tested positive for COVID-19.
And then you saw Dr. Tyson in the urgent care clinic, and in order to get treatment, is that correct?
That's correct.
And the treatment was with the hydroxychloroquine, doxycycline, zinc, and vitamin D?
Yes, it was.
And how soon did that help you get over the symptoms?
That helped me substantially. It did help me, and I did feel that it did easing up my symptoms. I did feel that it gave me an improvement compared to people that I would have known that have their symptoms more severe, that
Mm-hmm.
had their a lot worse than I did.
Mm-hmm. Great. And you're 35, is that correct?
That's correct.
Great, and you're in good physical condition and medical
Yes.
condition. That's good. And then your workplace, so, was offering vaccines or encouraging everyone to get the vaccine. Is that the case?
Yes.
And about how long after you had recovered from COVID-19 did they insist or actually have you get the vaccine?
Approximately 2 to 3 weeks after my 14-day isolation of COVID, once I returned to work, they offered the vaccine. I was part of the first group they offered it to due to the specific area where
Mm-hmm.
I work with COVID-19 inmates, and they did, and to this day they are still encouraging for the vaccine.
Even if people have had the infection?
Yes.
You know, that's my position, and many other knowledgeable people have support that if you recovered from COVID-19, you don't need the vaccine. And I think they made a mistake in giving it to you that early. However, I noticed that you've been complaining of some irritability issues and not your normal self after the vaccine and after COVID-19. And this could be a vaccine reaction. It will help you get through it. But is there anything else that you experienced?
With as I mentioned previously, I'm not sure if it's through with COVID, because of COVID or because of the vaccine, that this irritability, this feeling of negativity has developed. This was not something that I was familiar with. This was not something that I suffered from. This was not something that I was something normal in my type of lifestyle and my type of home life. Unfortunately, it was too little of a gap from the time I got over COVID to the time I got my shot, which is approximately 2 to 3 weeks.
And you got 2 shots, is that right?
I got 2 shots.
And you say after the second shot you felt terrible, is that correct?
That's correct. After the second shot, I felt that I felt worse symptoms after the second shot than I did with COVID itself.
And that lasted how long?
That lasted approximately a day and a half to 2 days. But it was for that day and a half to 2 days. It was I developed body ache. I had a headache for approximately 6 hours, which headaches are not too common for me, and it just felt like the body ache was horrible.
And the vaccine you got, was it Moderna or Pfizer?
Moderna.
Moderna. Okay. Well, I'm going to help you get through this, and we'll check your labs.